Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we are returning to our Let's Play of Prussia in Victoria 3. So in between episodes, I did have a look around, and I decided that we need to do something else. We want to, of course, unite Germany, and one of the things that we need to do is we're going to face off Austria at some point. And I'm a little bit worried whether we are going to be quick enough in that. So I think we need a technological advantage. We are already focusing on military technology, but I do think we should try to research that a little bit faster. So what I did is, in terms of building, I did set up a couple of universities over here. These are mostly in various different places, so that each state has a university. The reason for that is these guys do give a little bit of qualification bonuses, so I think they're going to help us out in industrializing and getting our people up to sniff a little bit faster. And as you can see over here, I also increased some construction sectors so that we're going to be able to construct a little bit faster. Yes, again, money, but we're going to be fine. So that being said, let's hit the brakes over here and start going. So a couple of things are being finished over here. We are losing some money. Yes. Market access is low down here, but we are already building the railroad. So that's fine, and we are enacting National Guard, which is also going to give us some conscripts, which is lovely. There's a crisis over here. We are looking at Bahrain. We do not care about Bahrain at all, so we are going to declare neutrality here right this second, and that's going to be alright. Also, some government goods are expensive, namely iron, and that is because apparently we can't import iron anymore from Sweden. It's alright, we are already expanding our iron mines in Silesia, which is our very dedicated place where we do want to go to basically increase all of the... Let me quickly cancel the road maintenance here just so that we can access this to the place where we are actually building stuff. And that is indeed still Silesia, so road maintenance it is. These glass factories are going to be done fairly soon, so we don't need to be taking care there. Recent investments in the North Rhine towards our wheat farms has brought into question who should get the credit for this investment. Get a little bit of a boost with the Junkers, pop attraction. With the rural folk, no, we do not like these. Yeah, I think the Junkers are fine. If we actually had a little bit more of these guys, I think this bonus here would actually be better. So yeah, that would not be too bad at all, right this moment at least. Lübeck is joining. Excellent. Where are you guys? Are you guys somewhere over here? Okay, yeah, we've got this now. Let's incorporate you guys. We're not going to care about your buildings too much. Although, of course, I should always try to make sure that these guys are aligned down here. But oh my. Speaking of aligned, I think... Orchard, and apples, yeah. It's alright. It's alright. We're going to be fine doing that. We are running a bit of a strong deficit at the moment. I'm hoping that that's going to be alright as we're finishing these miscellaneous industries down here. But we'll need to see. Really, I'm hoping to grow out of the deficit, really. And you can really see how our money is tanking since we are now investing more into construction. We are investing 90,000 in construction. 13,000 of these are refunded, or 10,000 by people, just by private investments if you want. So yeah, that's going to be alright. Distillation for food industries. That is good because I think we are missing some liquor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. So yeah, let's actually check out our food industry. I think it's under urban food industries. Yeah, there we go. And you guys can A, all use sweeteners, yes please, and B, use patent stills. Groceries are going to go down, but liquor is going to go up. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, someone else does want to join? Yes. Mecklenburg. Wonderful, yes. Do we need to incorporate you? Yes, we do. It should be going fairly quickly. Oh, speaking of, we do have a lot of influence sitting here. So let's make sure that we are... I really dislike this interface, as I think I've repeatedly mentioned. So let's make sure that we are influencing a couple of people here that are vaguely in our sphere of influence. Schwarzburg. Oh, let's go with Hesse. Should be fairly quick on most of these guys. Oh, well, at least on some of these guys. Ooh, I actually think we should not do that with Schleswig-Holstein, because you're probably under Denmark, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, so that might not be something that we want to do. Simply because we might at some point, as was historically the case, be at war with you. And it would be kind of awkward if we had too good relations going into that. So let's try to not focus on you there for a second. Okay, we're actually making some money, and that's largely because we are not constructing as much anymore, which is a bit of a problem. So let's make sure that we are using our construction capacity. Let's sort here by balance for a change. Yeah, so we need a lot of grain, and we still need a lot of liquor. And one thing that I think we could do is go down to Posen over here, one of our biggest states. Yeah, 1.5 million, not the biggest. But these rye farms here, we can use these guys to get potatoes. So basically vodka and grain. And I think that would be lovely. We need both of these things, and we need a lot of that. So we have space here for at least 7 more. You know what, let's make that 8. And I think you guys are going to be alright. Let's actually check on Posen, on your infrastructure here. Your infrastructure is... yeah, that should still match up, so you're going to be fine there. And just using a little bit more of our agricultural production, making our people a little bit happier, I think that's usually a good thing. Can we actually see how productive you are? You're not being subsidized. Yeah, 11. 11 is not the best, it's not the worst, but it's a fairly quick construction job, so that's a-okay. Right, we should actually check a little bit also what we could be producing in... I think if we go to industries here, and if we just click through these guys, we can see sort of quickly just how... ooh, this is really productive. So let's try to build a little bit more furniture. All of these guys are sort of productivity 14. Tooling is we can do more with that. Let's build more in the Rhineland. Chemical plants, yeah, you guys are not doing that fine. Yeah, but I think in resources now we should also try to keep a look here at wood, because if we are building more furniture factories, I think more wood is going to be needed, and what would be a good place for that? Sorting by peasants, Posen? Yeah, could be. But it only has a 9 down there. Silesia would be good, but I'm thinking long term this is really going to be more of an iron ore and coal factory. Doesn't even have that many. You know what? Westphalia has a lot. But East Prussia. I like East Prussia. Let's go for East Prussia here. I think a lot of wood stuff in East Prussia is going to be a-okay. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. Okay, so firstly we have got National Guard. Nice. So we can mobilize and get our people into the fight whenever that happens. So that's good. The intelligentsia is now radicalized. That's no good, but we'll see what we can do for that. Hesse is joining us. That's nice, of course. And once all of our states have joined, we're going to take a little bit of a tour of them and make sure that they are all good. Ah, Jesus, I really dislike this. Right, let's make sure that we are influencing more people then. Good. Hesse is already a state, I believe, because, yeah, we had Frankfurt. Yeah, we had Frankfurt. Frankfurt was one of the first ones to join. I think over here we are building textile mills, right? And these guys are really incredibly productive, so let's make sure that we are going to use more of these guys. Arms industries, you guys aren't doing fine, but ammunition, I think, since you're doing fine, we're going to try to build a little bit more of that. Steel, how are you guys looking? Yeah, we do have a deficit of steel. Let's try to produce more. We have a deficit of coal, it seems. Can I see that over here? Yeah, yeah, we have a big deficit here. Nearly 1,000 tons of coal are missing, so let's try to build that up further. That should be a-okay. Yeah. Just making sure that our production queue here is in order. We could automize some of these things, but I really dislike that. I like to have a little bit of order, a little bit of prioritization. Otherwise, it just tends to go in the wrong direction, I feel. Right, you know what? Let's drop road maintenance here. Someone is joining. Schwarzburg. I don't even know where you are, but that's okay. A brave engineer. A railroad accident in Hesse only narrowly avoided heavy fatalities due to quick thinking. Only a few people died. Well, that's nice. -5 infrastructure or trade union support. No. Ultimately, I think the trade unions are going to be a good thing to look for, but not right now, really. Taxation capacity in Saxony. Yeah, so let's make sure that our government administration is on par there. We've got a couple of universities here and there. I think one in Mecklenburg, Pomerania. Well, you know what, you guys... No, I actually meant to... Can I declick that? I cannot declick that, can I? Okay, so what do I need to do? Construction menu, next page. I think I need to do it like this, yeah. Oh well. What did I mean to do? University, I didn't mean to build one in Hesse, right? We've got one in North Rhine-Westphalia, yeah. Yeah. And you guys should all be helping out with our various different things. Berlin, how is your paper industry looking? Looking pretty good there, so let's increase that. And let's make sure that we're going to cancel the road maintenance here. I'm thinking that at some point this is going to be leading to low market access. And indeed it does. So that means we need actually more railroads over here. So we are at level 3 already. We are really pouring our resources into that region. Which is good. That's perfectly what it needs to be doing. But I should prioritize that a little bit. So yeah, let's send that right to the top of the tree. There we go. We have more influence, so let's make sure that we are going to influence people. This is just way too many clicks, in my opinion. Right, let's go for Saxe-Coburg. I believe as soon as these guys here are hitting Cordial or something, they're joining us. Someone will have watched that. I just didn't see that. But yeah, I think something like that. Hydraulic crans, max port level, that's not that important right now for us. More improving of relations. There we go. Okay, can't do anything else. Good. Yeah, but some of them will be maxed out over time. And then I think they're just dropping out. I'm not entirely sure when you do get a notification and when not. Right now I'm not getting any notifications, so... yeah, let's make sure that we are improving our relations with these guys then. Baden and Stuttgart, these guys I think were historically more aligned with Austria. Hessen-Kassel, nice. So that is, I think, nearly all of the state of Hesse. Hanover. Let's influence Bavaria a little bit. Hanover. Modern sewage, max construction and infrastructure. Infrastructure is always very welcome. Hessen is also suffering from too little government admin, so let's get these guys going. Unless, of course... No, they don't have anything right now. France wishes to enter a trade agreement. We're going to decline that for the moment, because... I think we need to make some money from exports. We're actually earning some money, which is good. And that does remind me, let's take a look at our market here and see what trade routes we've got. So we are exporting coal, and I think we can increase our protectionism here a little bit. So we are currently going for no priority. If we were to go for domestic supply, that means that we're going to get a lot more money here from that. So yeah, I think I like that idea. And the prices are above market level. Hardwood, we're also going to try to do that. Is there anything else really where we are critically short and stuff that we are exporting? Yes, clothes. So whenever there's something that's where we're really exporting a lot and it's a high price level, I don't think we should be doing that for free. I think we should be charging more for that, basically. If it's not above normal price levels, I don't think we need to, because then we can just as well consume that locally. But you know what? I think this is much better. Let's briefly take a look at our budget here. It's looking fantastic, isn't it? So if it's that great... Oh, yet another one is joining. Valdek. Good, good, good. And again, making sure that we are improving as many relations as we possibly can. Baden and Württemberg, you guys should be doing that. Right, so we need to build more construction, shouldn't we? Play for power. Leader of the intelligentsia has made a remarkable play for power in the capital. No, 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 no. What does that mean? Get supported. No, 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 no. The intelligentsia hate us. We do not want them to be getting any benefit at all, really. Hesse, how many construction centers do you have? Not so many. That's what I thought. Let's try to make sure that you are getting a little bit more love in that regard, so that we can spend more money. There's no point in stockpiling it. Of course, there is some point in stockpiling it, especially if you are about to enter into a war, but we need to make sure that everyone is aligned with us and we can get going. Okay, people are starting to like us quite a lot, except for Oldenburg and Bremen for some reason. These guys really do not like us at all. Right, there we go. Who's that? Mecklenburg. Lovely. Oh, that's actually nice. I think that's the end of the state, right? So, meaning we've got all of the state, and it's 8 days before incorporation. Lovely. In that regard, can we then... Ooh, and we can go for the North German unification. Nice. Good. That means we're going to get more popularity. Good. I think these are... Who are you? You're the leader of the armed forces and the Junkers. So you would get more popularity. Or we could get more influence and prestige. Either way, we're going to become the North German Federation. I think if you guys are more popular, that means more people are going to join up with you. I don't think we want to, in the long term, increase the Junkers. So let's go with the stuff that directly benefits our state. And that again means we can do more improving of relations. Yay! Hanover. Why don't you love us? Why didn't you join us already? Oh, construction is nearly done, but that's also always a very nice chance. There we go. To actually check on the market and what we really need. So balance here is still, just look at how much wheat we would need. It's dramatic. Also still furniture and clothing. These are kind of the evergreens that we need to produce, and even glass. So yeah, let's continue on the route here with heavy industrialization. We're going to start with the glass for once. Posen, you guys can also get into more farming. We're going to do it like this. We're actually going to start with the construction sector here as well. And Anhalt can produce a little bit more furniture, while Hesse can produce even more textile, I think. Yeah, there we go. Let's double check on the infrastructure. Yeah, you're going to be alright. You're going to be alright. You might not be alright. Let's build another railroad over here. Good, there we go. That should keep everyone busy, and as always, the construction sector needs to be built up first. There we go. And that should make everyone A-okay. Crystal glass for glassworking. So that, what does that mean? That would mean we can simply produce more. We would need more lead, and that means more lead and actually more qualified people. On the other hand, we would be producing a lot more glass. I think it's a good thing, even though the game tells me it isn't. And that's largely because the lead is the problem. So, if lead is the problem, we will need to build more lead. So, where can we build lead? In Silesia. That's fine. How much lead are we producing right now? Can we actually see that anywhere? Oh, we have a positive balance. Yeah, but that's probably not going to be lasting too long. So let's build like 3 of these. What's up here, over here? Evangelical Church. No, I don't think we're not gonna care about you. I'm also not. I wouldn't be too unhappy if you were to become a marginalized group. Yes, please. And Ottoman. Ooh, Egypt. Are you in sort of a revolution or something? What's going on here? Ottoman Empire is targeting Egypt. For what? For return of a couple of things. I didn't even know Egypt was an independent country. Do we want to back them? They would owe us an obligation. We're going to accept that. And the reason for that is that means we can blackmail them basically when we get that obligation to actually get Austria and get them to support us against Austria. That's lovely. I like that. That's really nice, and that actually gets us into a chance to actually showcase the military setup over here. So the way that the military works is very abstracted, and I know that a lot of people really, really dislike that. So let's actually check on what's going on over here. So we've got 2 fronts, and we can send people towards these fronts. To do that, we need to mobilize them and assign them to the front, and they're going to be traveling there and basically gonna be trying to push forward. We wouldn't need to be doing that. We could just sort of sit on our rear and just wait until until this thing settles itself. But we want to demonstrate that a little bit. We want to get going. We want to earn some experience here. And very lovely, we do get breach artillery. That is something that we researched. Let's research. Do we want to go for repeaters? That is something for the arms industries. Conscriptable battalions. I want to get better stuff for our barracks. Skirmish infantry over here, and then we've got trench works. That would take way too long. Army defense is lovely, but we don't necessarily need it. This is more for our industry rather than our soldiers directly. Let's go for logistics. And let's take a look. It's a little bit bad to be doing that during the war. But our barracks should all be doing skirmishing infantry. They should all be doing this artillery. We don't have anything over here. That's alright. And you guys should be doing the same. It's not quite as relevant right now, but you're going to be doing it like that. And then we need to check on the market prices of various different things. Ooh, explosives. We have a shortage of explosives. Now that's not good. And we've actually got a shortage of ammunition too. That's not good. We need to fix that quickly. So ammunition, how much are we producing? What's the shortage? We are producing around 200. We would need a lot more. We'd be needing 3 times as much. So yeah, let's do it. Let's build 11 ammunition plants. And where's our... I think we do still have road maintenance over here. Yeah, yes we do. So let's drop that in the Rhineland, because that is really a high priority. And we're going to prioritize that actually. Yeah, glassworks. We don't need to prioritize the glassworks. The ammunition plants, that is something that needs to go up there really, really high. And what are you consuming, by the way? You're consuming lead, and you're actually using explosives, and explosives we are already short of. So I think explosives are being produced in the chemical plants, aren't they? Yes. And here's the issue again. We are co-producing fertilizer. There's no way we can turn that off. So we need to be doing that. We need to be building up both. We would actually need something better here in terms of technology to be producing more explosives rather than fertilizer. The way it is, we can only produce both at the same time, which is really, really unfortunate. But yeah, it's what we need to be doing. Okay, fine. Right, we probably need also a little bit more sulfur and stuff like that. But we're going to start by producing these things. Shortages. Clippers. There's also clipper shortage. Who else is supporting this war? Currently the war is not actually going. It's Austria. Interesting. Austria is involved. Austria thinks that they're going to be involved in that. Currently these front lines are not actual front lines. These things are just stuff where people... Austria is supporting them, and that means Austria is part of the war. And that means we've now got a front line over here. Let's look at our military again. We've got a couple of people here in North Germany. If we were to mobilize these guys, they're sort of passively involved in the fighting over here at the moment. Do we maybe need another general? There's only the North German headquarter. Yeah, but you guys are actually a defensive expert, so we're going to be using you, and we're going to be sending you towards this frontier in a purely defensive capacity. And I think that's not going to be the worst. Are we going to be pulling back some of our guys down here? Tripoli, yeah, you guys are actually suffering attrition here because this is too much. You know what? We're actually also going to pull you back. Send you over here. We've got a couple of people over here, including this smaller group here. You're going to be coming down there. So that's a little bit more balanced. Yeah. It's a bit unfortunate because the war is going to start in a couple of days. Unless, of course, either side is going to pull back. Peace treaty? Who is that? Russia. With some people. Fine. I don't care. Yes, we're going to gladly accept the alliance. Let's also keep in mind the influencing of our friendly neighbors. Actually, everyone is being influenced already. Let's go for Russia then. Okay, war has actually broken out. So that is interesting. But you know what, guys? I think this is a perfect place to put in a cut now. And hopefully we're going to win this war. The War of 1844. Hopefully already. This is not going to be the war for German unification. But it is certainly a precursor to that. And it's going to be interesting to see whether or not that allows us to get a favor of the Ottomans that we can then later on use in our own wars against Austria. Looks like the fronts are going to be a bit tough to move. Some of them a little bit more than others. But yeah, let's see. For now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you around next time. Oh, and by the way, do write down any tips that you've got in the comments down below, and I'm going to be sure to read them. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, guys.